Hey there, Jay, coming back to you with the Snarky Scientist PhD. Like we talked about last time, there's nothing stopping you from mounting an immune response against food. So how does that work? Again, a lot of people have allergies. People don't tend to have allergies to everything. The natural fallout of the systems that we talked about so far is that you should be allergic to everything you ate. Most of us can eat most things with no problem. How does that work? The secret to that is inflammation. So what is inflammation? You've all gotten experience of inflammation. Think about some time when you've gotten a scratch and a couple of days later, you've got that scratch, but around it, there's a little ring. It's a little raised, it's a little red, it might feel warm to the touch, it might be slightly painful. That's inflammation. And so the same thing happens inside of your body in ways that you can't see it. So there's multiple things going on, and your immune system, in order to fully become activated, needs two signals. It needs something foreign and an inflammation signal. Inflammation is your body saying something's wrong here. Something doesn't belong and something is wrong here. Foreign and inflammation together is what gives you the possibility of a good, robust, adaptive immune response. So how do we get to this state? How do we get inflammation? While there are big differences between viruses, for instance. There's a huge difference between measles and smallpox, and another huge difference between either of those and, say, chickenpox. They're all in different families. But there are things about all viruses that are very similar and that don't ever occur in your body. They're completely alien to the way your body takes care of itself. Same thing with bacteria. There are things about bacteria that are utterly different than what happens in human cells. As a matter of fact, inflammation is not enough to keep viruses and bacteria from infecting you. It will slow them down, but it doesn't eliminate them. However, it's a very important part for priming the rest of your immune systems. It's not like passing out a picture of a criminal saying this person has been breaking into houses, look out for this guy and take care of him. It's more like, hey, there's somebody with a gun, let's swarm it, shut it down. That also starts an investigation that gets the rest of the immune system working with it. So, as I mentioned before, bacteria, viruses, they're all in this sort of ongoing war with you. They're changing, they're adapting, they're trying to find ways around your immune system. And if they can find a way to evade it, they will, because it makes them better at attacking you. And so, your body, of course, has backup systems. It also looks for things about you that aren't the way that they should be. For instance, there are proteins that belong inside of the mitochondria, inside of your cells. And if those proteins leak out of the mitochondria into the body of one of your cells, then that's a signal that something is very, very wrong. Or similarly, there's a molecule, adenosine monophosphate, AMP. It's normally inside of your cells, the main body of each one of your cells. It's part of metabolism. It belongs there, but if that leaks out into the space outside of your cells, that's a big signal that something is wrong. The integrity of one of your cells is shot, and that sends up a danger signal as well. So it's not just a symptom, it's an alarm for the rest of your immune system to kick into high gear. So it starts that investigation, and that combination of signals, the combination of there's something wrong here and there's something that doesn't belong, is what gets the rest of your immune system engaged and responding well. Flip side of this is what happens if those signals don't come together? What happens if you have inflammation but you don't have a foreign thing to react to? Then your body doesn't know what to do, and eventually the inflammation just resolves itself, it goes away. Or the other way around. What if there's something foreign, like food that you eat, but there isn't an inflammation signal? Yeah, all those receptors can see it. They see that there's something foreign, but without that inflammation signal, they go, there's something foreign, but there's nothing wrong. We'll leave it alone. Immunologists call that state anergy. It's where the cells, those cells of your immune system, are essentially being taught to ignore something because there's no danger signal coming along with it. There's no pathogen signal, there's no inflammation, so they just ignore it. And then once they get into that state, it can be reversed, but it takes quite a strong stimulus to do that. Generally, it keeps going. And so, you know, you eat something, the first time you eat a banana when you're a little kid, your parent gives you a piece of banana and you're not sick, your body goes, yeah, this is foreign, oh, there's nothing wrong, okay, it's fine. And then your body learns to tolerate banana. Nothing wrong, just ignore it. So that's the basic system, but I'm going to come back because there's a very clear, very easy, real-world application of this that'll be interesting and useful for you, particularly for those of you who have young kids or are about to. All right.